This is Jim from J Generation Garage in the Peach capital of the state, boys and girls. All right, so let me tell you about what's going on right now. So this is for you YouTubers. So this is the 85 Silverado, 85 Custom Deluxe 10, I guess. I don't know how to go or look. I can't keep up with them. 4-speed truck, V8 truck. It's got an MM4 4-speed in it. So it's been parked for about 1.5 years at the Pine Straw plant place. Got it and checked everything out. Took the plugs out. Looked at the plugs. Plugs was gnarly. They was nasty. So the plugs are Romeo 43 Tango Sierra. All right. So they didn't have these, so they had 44s. So I put 44s in it, which is a little bit hotter, not too much. So I checked everything. It's got good compression's okay. No fuel. Couldn't get no fuel. So there's hardly any fuel in the tank. So probably picked up some trash. So put 10 gallons of put 5 gallons of 87 and 5 gallons of 93 in it. And then I put a bottle of rubbing alcohol in it in case it had any water or anything in the tank. It would they would get everybody. So I took the fuel pump off. I checked it. I did a manual test on it. It worked. It was kind of weak, but it worked. Then I said, okay, fine. So I spun it over again. Still couldn't get no fuel. It's like, okay. So I got my air compressor going. Turned it up to about 4 psi. I stuck the air pistol into the air line going back to the tank. I cracked it on. I come back here to the back and I listened. Couldn't hear nothing. I was like, okay. So I just sat there and waited. And then all of a sudden it was just like, so it must have had some trash or something got stuck in the line or picked up on the float. It could have blowed the sock off the end. I don't know. Off the pickup. Tank didn't have no holes in it. I looked and checked the lines. The lines wasn't leaking nowhere. So it's like, okay, fine. So I put the cap back on it and tried it again. Still couldn't get no fuel. Still wasn't. I said, man, this thing is not priming. So let me tell you a little trick. You got to be careful because if you do too much, you can blow your tank up. Or not, excuse me, blow. You can blow it out, you know, like inflate it too much because it don't take much. So I put about 3 pounds of pressure on the line and I just kept going and I heard it go blub, 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 and then I heard it go ding. So that means the pressure in the tank was getting. So I pulled the air nozzle out, and as soon as I pulled it out, it started pissing fuel. I mean, just. So I stuck it on the daggone inlet side of the fuel pump, and on the back of a small block Chevrolet fuel pump, there's 2 little holes there, and that hole there is for if it's pumping too much, that's the blowout. So it was just pissing, it just. And I was like, okay, fine. Well, and then I know I'm getting fuel, so I in there and hit the switch. And when I hit the switch, I sprayed some PB blaster. Let me back up. I sprayed some PB blaster down into the bowl of the carburetor yesterday and filled it up. So if there was anything in there gummed up wise, which it probably was, it would help it open it up. So as soon as I had all that head pressure from the tank forcing the fuel up through it, self-priming it, I hit the switch and it's like wah, 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 and then I potted a couple times and it cranked and it run like pure T dog shit. I mean, it was and then it was blowing acorns out the daggone tailpipe, everything, boys and girls. And then it run rough. I timed it. It run rough for about 5 minutes. Everything was going crazy, and then it's just now. I've been on here now for 4 minutes and 15 seconds. It is just now cleaning up, and the automatic choke kicked in. So let me go over here and show you what I got going on. So it's a running. So I can't turn the camera around, so just bear with me. So it's a Custom Deluxe 10. So I cleaned it out last night, got all the stuff out of it. Look at all the pine straw in the bed. This thing was slam full all the way across. They just left the pine straw. Now the reason why they parked it is because these boys couldn't be driving it because they tore it up. So this is the driver's side, bed side, but it's okay. We're gonna pull the bed off anyway. It needs a rocker. That rocker right there, it needs a rocker and it needs a seat. But I'm not gonna do much to it. I'm excited. So we're going here and check out. And I'll go to this is for YouTube. So right now the alternator's charging. Alternator's charging about 13.6 on the gauge. Oil pressure is about 30, 28, 30, so that's about right. This sun gun's smoking like a smoking, boys. The water temp is about 210. I'm gonna give it a 9 and I'm gonna let it sit. So it's got about a quarter tank of fuel in it. I checked, the fan works and the light works. That's about all I checked. So I appreciate every single one of you. If you like everything, give me a subscribe. If you got something that you want to talk about, or if you got something, man, I got all kinds of stuff going on around here. Anything paint wise or anything like that, shoot me a message. I'll make a video. I got a lot of tech tip videos on my Facebook page, but I don't know how to transfer all the videos from Facebook to YouTube. I got to do some research on that. But I got oodles and oodles of Tech Tip Tuesday videos on my Facebook page. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you go over there and hit the follow button and like on that. And there's paint stuff. There's just several years of videos. I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road. Don't worry about the man down the road. Sweep off your own front porch, worry while sweeping off anybody else's. And put God first and let loose and drag. Peace, love, and chick grease. I'm out.